I've been on the YouTube treadmill for 10 years, and in truth, it's been as tiring as it's been gratifying, and that's very, by the way. Furthermore, it's incredibly addictive, and I hope to have the energy to still be as fully charged in 5 or even 10 years' time. But I couldn't have got this far, or get to where we intended to go, without investing in the talented team behind me. This year has been especially challenging, and while we're eternally grateful to our Patreons and YouTube members, this is absolutely, categorically not an appeal for financial support. Instead, I thought it would be great to give an update on what's next for Fully Charged, and as one of the beauties of YouTube is that I can talk to you directly, unfiltered. So we're going to use this, our first Fully Charged premiere, to talk about more Fully Charged premieres, our second channel, Fully Charged Plus, next year's Fully Charged Outside, in the UK, and much more. First off though, why does Fully Charged exist? It didn't start with a grandiose idea, but it began with a general one. Isn't there a better way to live, work and travel? One that doesn't involve burning things. An idea that was considered outlandish a decade ago is about to go mainstream, as electric vehicles and clean energy finally have their time in the sun. When we say #stop burning stuff, we mean it. While a lot of our latest output has included electric cars, and this is due to COVID disrupted schedules, as Fully Charged is about far more than cars. In fact, with decarbonisation as an objective, we believe the future involves smaller, lighter, fewer and even shared cars, but all electric. But as you know, Fully Charged is an organic blend of EVs and clean energy. In 2021, you can expect us to cover every electric car that comes out, but you can also expect us to cover electric vehicles of all shapes and sizes, from cargo bikes to cargo ships, and everything in between. You can also expect us to comprehensively cover clean energy stories, something that's been harder to shoot this year, and to expand into future technologies too. Next year, you can expect more than 100 episodes on YouTube and more than 50 podcasts too. But there's more. We've just completed our most comprehensive clean energy and electric vehicle survey ever conducted, with more than 13,000 responses. And while a wise person once said, "Market surveys are like lampposts, built for illumination, not for leaning on," comments from you guide our direction. For example, our survey showed that you want to watch educational episodes on more affordable technology and more home technology too, and we intend to give you both in 2021. It also strongly highlighted that you profoundly value our independence. In the last few weeks, the leading newspapers, broadcasters and industry press in the UK have, through numerous unfounded fear stories on electric cars, delivered an abrupt reminder why an independent voice is so important. All of these channels, of course, are incentivized through their relationship with advertisers, and oftentimes, when it comes to digital channels, actually make money from each and every car sold. As we don't really believe cars are necessarily the answer, this is not a road we will ever venture down. We are doing our utmost to protect our independence, but to do all of this, Fully Charged needs to be financially sustainable, and at the moment, it is not. Nowhere near. Again, this is not a plea for help, rather we wanted to explain a few of our newer initiatives and why we're embarking on them. It's not a complaint, it's just the way YouTube works. But despite the size of our audience, it might surprise you to know that over a year, adverts on the channel deliver less than 6 figures to Fully Charged. While that's a lot of money for an individual, it's impossible to run a channel with it. And we hope that this transparency helps to explain why we desperately need to diversify. With Fully Charged Live in the UK and the USA, we thought we'd squared this circle. But evidently, in times of the thing crisis, our events have been on ice. Fully Charged Live returns in the UK next summer, yes! And will be 100% outside, more on that later. But the fact remains that we need to ensure that at its core, the channel is sustainable. First of all, we are delighted to announce that our second channel is getting a boost. Fully Charged Plus will be getting regular content, including product showcases. Now, we have half a dozen oven-ready episodes online already, including on Omi, Octopus, Moixa, MyEnergy, eVision and Connected Curb, so please be sure to head over there and subscribe. Additionally, in the absence of physical events, many companies have taken to hosting their own product launches, and we think that we can offer an attractive alternative for car launches. Thankfully, when surveyed, only 3% of you disagreed with that. So we are launching Fully Charged PREMIÈRES, which will enable a handful of companies to launch their products on our channel. Now, we'll only do this on a monthly basis, and you can rest assured it will be very distinct from and will not interrupt our Tuesday and Thursday scheduling. Our first premiere will take place in the coming days, and it is a format we will be trialling several times over the next 12 months. We'd be really grateful for your support. Other ideas we've pioneered this year include our EV World Cup with GridServe and the electric drive-in with Polestar, and our Tenet-inspired Featurette is at the end of this episode for your viewing pleasure.
Very good. We are very happy about that.
Our Fully Charged Cities program has also gathered significant support ahead of its conclusion in 2021, and again we will share more on the entrants later in this episode. But our big announcement is reserved for Fully Charged Live UK. It's an incredibly difficult time here in the UK and in very many countries across the world. We specialise in positivity on Fully Charged, and while we will continue to pump out positive episodes and podcasts, don't think we're inhabiting a bubble. One of the biggest frustrations we all face right now is the inability to be with friends and family, and that lack of contact made it a real wrench to postpone Fully Charged Live this year. Not least as this is a time when the interest in electric cars, electric bikes, energy generation, energy storage is really starting to surge. By next summer, we believe that the Fully Charged community will be desperate to get together, and as such we are determined that we all have something to look forward to. Now, we have our fingers crossed that by then everyone will be fully inoculated, but as we can't rely on that, we will be delivering Fully Charged outside in June 2021. With the size of the site at Farnborough and plenty of precautions, visitors and exhibitors alike can be confident that it will be a COVID-safe event. So we are delighted to announce that Fully Charged Outside, sponsored by LV, will be hosted at Farnborough International on Friday the 18th, Saturday the 19th and Sunday the 20th of June 2021. Having hosted the world-famous Farnborough Air Show for more than 70 years, the venue has huge outdoor capacity and lots of space for a socially distanced, fun-packed festival including dozens of visitor attractions. From the moment you arrive, you will get a fully charged welcome with plenty of parking, electric transfers to the show, and an electric valet for owners of pure electric vehicles. Ticket holders will be checked in where possible using number plate recognition, limiting the queues. As you would expect in its third year, Fully Charged Outside will be the biggest ever festival of electric vehicles held in the world, with more than 20 manufacturers and 40 new electric cars on show. As in previous years, there will be a choice of classic, converted and concept electric cars too, plus an array of larger electric vehicles like vans, trucks, buses, and with a little luck, some things that float and fly too. This will also be a big showcase for increasingly popular smaller electric vehicles like scooters, bikes, trikes and motorbikes. And of course an array of energy technologies too, not least energy suppliers, chargers, batteries, V2G, solar PV, solar thermal, micro wind, heat pumps, smart tech and much more. But that's only the beginning. There will also be thousands of EV test drives taking place on the local roads, and a two-wheel test track for e-bikes and the like. Our guests will be able to enjoy a host of food and drink options, and will be able to picnic outside, and the silence of EVs mean there'll be lots of live music to enjoy while doing so. The show will include numerous interactive features, like the racing bug, Kids Zone and Recharge, an area to relax and literally recharge your devices. With well over 100 exhibitors, there will be tons of interactive exhibits, plus incentives and prizes galore, including the chance to win an EV for a year from Drive Electric. If you've seen it in an episode of Fully Charged, we will work to ensure it's on show next summer. With all of that on offer, and some surprises too, we can guarantee an extraordinary day out, and we literally cannot wait to see you. Furthermore, we are working on our plans for shows in North America, Europe and Australia, and will update as soon as we can. On the subject of far-flung locations, we're really excited by our Fully Charged Cities competition, and we've received some fantastic submissions already. And finally, we'd like to thank everyone who attended our electric drive-in last month.
It was all great from when we walked into the event. It was talked through very well by all the guys there. I was really impressed, really impressed.
But just on the road, we did manage to put the foot down just a little bit, and we both went, whoa, couldn't believe how much you get out of it. It's lovely. We were both saying as we came in, we're getting this car, we're getting this car, we're getting this car.
Oh, I think it's brilliant. Lovely to come to this wonderful hangar and have an almost James Bond experience, which is actually kind of makes the car more special.
I thought it was a very, very good drive, phenomenally organised from start to finish. It's not just a car brand, it's a lifestyle brand, and it's changed my perspective completely.
It's been a really great day. It was nice to be treated as a VIP. Front row, great view, excellent.
The drive-in cinema is, I'd say, better than going to a normal cinema. You know, you've got your own little bubble to sort of support in and watch the movie. It's been great.
Gale force winds, the ever-tightening coronavirus restrictions, and the fact that several of us had to self-isolate and couldn't even attend meant that this was the most difficult project we've ever delivered. So we're especially grateful to those that made it, and of course to Polestar for their support. Here's a sneak peek, and our very own Featurette movie that was filmed especially for the occasion. Don't worry, we'll stick to factual content from now on.
All I have to do is set a timer, and boom, all our problems are over. No, once the timer is set, there is nothing anyone can do.
Is this car electric? It's not natural. I am pretty big deal in oil and gas. If God intended us to drive toy like this, why he invent black gold? You like this trinket?
Yes, sir.
Quality leather.
No, sir. It's an all-vegan interior.
There was a time when men were men and seats were livestock. No engine? But it has a search engine, no?
Yes, sir. Google.
Google, turn on heated seats.
Sure. Turning on the seat heater for the driver.
But electric never catch on. Oh, it's fast, like MiG-25. You are not my normal driver.
No, sir. his petrol self-charging hybrid run out of petrol. Mr. Rantonov, the game is up.
You fool.
Your renewable dreams are over. Solar panels. What is wrong with fracking?
Dinosaurs like you are running out of time.
But you need to remember, men like me are so rich. We can change the way mere mortals think. I can delay your renewable dreams for decades.